Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a pretty amazing piece of constitutional engineering. You know, when you have a vast country with incredibly diverse regions, competing needs, and shared resources, how do you actually keep everything balanced? How do you stop the central government from totally overpowering the local regions, or vice versa? Well, Pakistan uses a highly unique constitutional mechanism to balance power right across its provinces. It's called the Council of Common Interests, or the CCI. We're going to explore exactly how this blueprint for harmony works, the actual math behind its power structure, and the incredibly high stakes of the decisions they make.
So here is our structural blueprint for today. We'll be looking at Pakistan's constitutional balancer. Who sits at the table, crafting crucial national policies, resolving high-stakes disputes, and finally, the 90-day rule.
Section 1. Pakistan's constitutional balancer, harmonizing a nation.
To really figure out why this council even exists in the first place, you have to look at the sheer scale and regional diversity of the country itself. I mean, think about the topographical reality of Pakistan for a second. You've got these vast mountain ranges in the north, massive agricultural plains, and really arid deserts. Now put that right next to the distinct provincial boundaries dividing regions like Punjab, Sindh, and Baluchistan. When you do that, the inherent tension in governing a decentralized nation becomes pretty obvious. You're dealing with unique regional identities and totally different geographical challenges, all operating under one federal umbrella. Balancing central power with the rights and needs of these distinct provinces is a monumental task. And when resources are shared across those borders, friction is practically guaranteed.
Enter the constitutional solution. To manage this built-in friction, Pakistan's constitution established a very specific body under Article 153, the Council of Common Interests, or the CCI for short. You can kind of think of the CCI as the ultimate referee between the federal government in the capital and the provincial governments across the country. Its entire constitutional mandate is to harmonize central-provincial relations. So whenever there's a clash over power sharing or how natural resources are distributed or broad economic policies that affect the provinces, the CCI is the dedicated forum to iron out those exact differences and find a unified path forward.
Section 2. Who sits at the table? The balance of power.
Okay, so how is this body architecturally designed to actually guarantee an equal footing for everyone involved? The really crucial point here is this brilliant 50-50 mathematical balance. The Council of Common Interests isn't just some random assortment of politicians, right? Its membership is strictly defined to ensure absolute parity. It consists of exactly 8 equal seats. On the federal side, you've got the Prime Minister of Pakistan, who chairs the council, alongside 3 federal ministers nominated directly by the Prime Minister. So that's 4 voices for the central government. Balancing them exactly on the provincial side are the 4 provincial chief ministers. 4 federal representatives match perfectly against 4 provincial representatives. It is a structure quite literally designed so that neither the central government nor the provinces can easily overpower the other when it comes down to a vote.
Section 3. Crafting crucial national policies, beyond paperwork.
But listen, this council isn't just about abstract ideas or holding meetings just for the sake of having a meeting. They handle policies that directly impact the daily lives of millions of people. The CCI is responsible for formulating and regulating policies for some of the most massive, real-world infrastructure in the entire country. Specifically, their jurisdiction covers matters outlined in Part 2 of the Federal Legislative List. And this isn't minor administrative work either. They regulate the railways, which physically connect those diverse provinces we were just talking about. They oversee major national water reservoirs, which is absolutely critical for an economy that relies heavily on agriculture. And they regulate certain energy and electricity operations. These are major sectors where federal oversight and provincial needs intersect every single day, which makes the CCI's joint policy formulation incredibly vital to the functioning of the whole nation.
Section 4. Resolving high-stakes disputes, the ultimate mediator.
Because let's be real, even with the absolute best policies in place, when you're sharing vital resources like water and electricity across provincial borders, tensions are inevitably going to rise. That's where the CCI acts as the constitutional mediator for these incredibly high-stakes disputes. If a province has a complaint regarding its water supplies, maybe they feel like they aren't getting their fair share from a shared river, the CCI steps in. If there are allegations of interference with natural sources, the council addresses it. On top of that, disputes over the construction of immense infrastructure projects, specifically things like hydropower stations or thermal power stations, fall directly under the CCI's dispute resolution mandate. We're talking about multi-billion-dollar, highly complex projects that can literally alter the economic destiny of a province. Having a dedicated, mathematically balanced body to resolve these specific types of conflicts keeps them from turning into full-blown national crises.
Section 5. The 90-day rule. ensuring continuous harmony.
Now, you can't just leave a mechanism this important to the whims of political convenience, right? So, first off, the Constitution dictates that the CCI is not a temporary or ad hoc committee that just pops up whenever there's a sudden emergency. It is required to maintain a permanent secretariat. This ensures institutional memory, continuous administrative support, and basically an ongoing framework to manage the complexities of federal-provincial relations day in and day out.
And here is what brilliantly illustrates the urgency built directly into this system. 90. The Council is constitutionally mandated to meet at least once every 90 days. This is a huge requirement. It means that no matter what the political climate is, the federal government and the provincial leaders are absolutely forced into the same room to maintain a continuous dialogue. It actively prevents issues from simmering beneath the surface for years. Every 3 months, at an absolute minimum, that balancing act must be actively